Hi, I'm Ciara Elliott.
And I'm Kaitlyn Philpott. Welcome to this week's edition of the Bulldog Scouting Report.
It's a recap of the week for boys basketball with Coach Hinojosa. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you.
1-1 on the week. A quick recap through a tough loss to Cascade.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough night. Disappointing all around, I think, for everybody in the program. It kind of cut pretty deep. Felt like we were in pretty good control of the game. Started out with a kind of disappointing start, I guess, down 7 points, but fought back really quickly, and then took control in the second. Third quarter, we really established control of the game. Disappointing start to the fourth. They go on a run, and kind of goes back and forth. Some missed opportunities on our part. Some calls that could go the other way. I mean, it happens fast. The disappointing part, I think, from the coaching perspective, is that I felt like we've worked through a lot of these mistakes and these struggles last year, going 3-9 at one point, and then going on the run to in the season, winning 8-10. And I feel like we learned how to win games, and this group is still mature and still understands kind of the lessons we learned from that experience. So from my perspective, I was disappointed in a lot of our decision making and just the general lack of execution late in the game. It happens. It's a learning experience. Disappointing, but like I said in the locker room, sometimes it's got to cut real deep. It's got to hurt really bad in order for us to learn our lessons. And I feel like everybody came away from practice on Monday focused and ready to get better.
Good. What are your thoughts on the win over North Putnam?
A good win. Sloppy. A lot of mistakes to clean up. We didn't shoot the ball particularly well. We didn't do a ton of things, I felt like, on offense with a ton of intelligence, but we played really hard, and we cleaned up a lot of stuff on the defensive end, which was a major focus from the Cascade game. A lot of our mistakes from that game could have easily translated into that North Putnam game, and I felt like we worked on them a lot of communication, a lot of just general rebounding, boxing out. Wasn't perfect by any means, but definitely improved. North Putnam could shoot the ball really, really well. And if you don't execute your game plan and talk on shooters and communicate with each other, they're going to get clean looks, and they're more than likely to hit them. They're really good at shooting the ball. That's kind of their program philosophy. So definitely something we got better at, and I was happy with a win just in general. We closed late, we executed late, and that's what matters.
Yeah. A doubleheader with our girls will be on Friday at Speedway. They are led by a veteran coach. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, Coach Chuck Bennett. He's a phenomenal coach. He runs a really good program, and it's the same type of kid that comes through the program every single year. They're hard-nosed, they play hard, they execute, and they do everything that Coach Bennett is wanting them to do. This year, they've kind of brought in a little bit of shooting into their perimeter. Last year, they had a senior transfer in. This year, I think he's sophomore, but definitely a phenomenal shooter. Not necessarily an isolation player as much as the kid from last year, but this year they've got shooting on the wings. That's kind of spot shooting. They're led by Drew Metallic, who's a younger brother, Nate Metallic, who's a great Speedway player from a couple years ago. That kid's a 6'4" wing that can do anything with the basketball. They continue to pump out the same type of kid. One kid who's super lengthy and athletic and can do anything, and then guys that play really hard and do what Coach Bennett is asking them to do. They're going to play really tough-nosed defense, they're going to rebound the basketball, and they're going to play really hard, 100 miles an hour. It's definitely a fun experience for us, or for myself, to coach against a guy who's done it for a really long time and who's a veteran, and he's good at what he does. I enjoy the challenge.
Good. How special is it to you to be a part of the Coaches vs. Cancer game?
Yeah, that's the other aspect of it. Friday night, it's an honor to be able to participate with Speedway in this event. It's cool to be able to kind of use the game of basketball to bring light upon or positive into the world through another channel. So raising money for the Matt English Foundation, and I never got the opportunity to meet Coach English or experience anything with him, but he's impacted so many people around me that I've gotten so many passed along stories that I feel like I know him. It's kind of a tragedy. It's sad to not have that opportunity to meet him and enjoy the experiences that all my coworkers or mentors have had. So it's cool to be able to participate in that and kind of shine light upon some positivity in the world and honor a guy that has been truly impactful in the game of basketball and the world in general.
Absolutely. That's all for today. Thank you, Coach Hinojosa.
Thank you.